benefits and stuff to go to school to get in there, in and out?
Uh, I'm with the VA Chapter 33 right now,
Oh,
so
okay. So they help you pay for all the stuff, right? That helps.
yeah, they take care of all that.
That's
Yeah.
a good thing, man. Yeah. So does the VA stuff? It doesn't end, does it? If you take 28, 29, does it really matter?
No, it does end. Yeah, it'll end eventually. I started using my VA benefits. Sometimes I pay out of pocket for semesters.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, next semester I'm going to pay out of pocket
Oh,
because
you do?
they count the months. They don't count the hours. So
Oh,
I'm running out of months already.
so they give you so many months and then,
Yeah.
oh, I got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So most of the time, in the past 28 years, of course, I've paid more than I've used the VA benefits.
Right. Yeah. So, but they give you, that's still pretty good though.
Yeah. I
'Cause,
think
yeah,
I've
yeah,
taken every class out there.
yeah, I would do that. Why not? You know? Now, because I mean, I'll tell you, for mine, it was like this. I'll tell you a good thought. I did mine. Um, when I was doing I did my associates, and then that was like I did that one at San Antonio College, and I did that one. It was like associates in just but in math, all the math classes I could take, Cal 1, 2, 3, so on. I took everything that they had at San Antonio College, and then from there I transferred to this school here, and this is the name of it. So West Texas State. Okay, at that time, that's what it was called, Southwest Texas State University. So then I got my bachelor's there. Well, same thing. I took all the math classes they had, and then for the same thing for my bachelor's, I was doing math. So I took all the math classes they had. So then here's the problem for me though, because I was taking a bunch of math classes every semester. I was taking 2, 3, 4 math classes, 4 math, because math was what I like to do. Well, I wasn't finished with my bachelor's, and then there was no more math classes to take. And I said, well, I don't want to be just taking government and history and stuff like that. I mean, I know math that goes well. There's no more math classes to take. So then this is what they told me, because my counselor said, you know what? Why don't you take the test for graduate school, graduate mathematics, and then you can enroll in graduate mathematics. He said, okay, but I don't even have a bachelor's because I have to finish my government and history and all this other junk first. He goes, well, that's okay. But what you could do is you could be a graduate student in math, and you can be taking graduate math courses like theory of differential equations and all these other kind of abstract things. And you can take all these grad math classes. Okay, and I said, and then he said, well, you'll just be taking them, and then this is what he told me. You'd be taking all these graduate mathematics courses of theory of calculus and all that, and they'll just be for fun. I said, what do you mean? Well, you like the math? I said, yeah. So you can take them for fun. So you're still not finished with your bachelor's. We understand that, but you don't have any more math classes. There's nothing. Well, we can't offer you anything else in math undergraduate. So I said, but you can take you get the graduate. You take the GRE. That's what it's called. You pass that test, get in there, get into mathematics, you put division. You can start taking graduate math classes. Theory of calculus, theory of differential equations, theory of engineering, whatever. And you can take these classes for fun because you want to take advanced calculus 1, 2, and then you can finish your bachelor's. I said, okay, that sounds good. So for me, this kind of like it's an anticlimactic thing. Now, I already know that I'm going to finish this. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because I know that, hey, I already did every single math class that was available. I took it. And now I'm going to take extra math classes. They're not even on the bachelor. They're in they're like I said, theory of calculus, theory of differential equations, theory of this, theory of that, all these kind of hard kind of classes, advanced calculus, not Cal 1, 2, 3, but the advanced calculus section, advanced calculus. So, but it's fun for me. Now, this is fun. I like this. I enjoy this. This is okay. I don't mind taking government history and this. You know what I'm saying? Or taking economics, psychology, and this. So to me, it was okay. It was a good deal for me. So what happens is, okay, I got all my government history, Texas government, American government. Okay, yay, I'm finished. I'm gonna finish my bachelor's. So graduation is going on, but it kind of like, I was just finishing it off. Does that make sense? In other words, I already knew that I was already in this program here. Does that make sense?
Right.
So to me, yeah, I didn't go to graduation. I went to graduation as a spectator for all the guys that I knew that were doing their bachelor's degree, and then They were all there, and they got their bachelor's, and then we had like the parties and the gatherings and all that stuff. But to me, it was anticlimactic because I already knew that I already taken like 4 or 5 classes of graduate school for fun because I wanted to take them, you know. So I already knew what was going to happen over here. Does that make sense? So then,
Right.
so then I as soon as I you know, that was over, I was already over here. So even though I didn't finish my bachelor's right away, I was in a master's program. And then they said, okay, now that you took your history government, okay, now you got a bachelor's degree. Yay. All right. I got a degree, man. So then they say, okay, now you need to finish this. So then they said, but you need to do something else. I want to do all math classes. I said, well, that's not possible. You can't take graduate math classes all the time for everything. You also have to have, they want you to either have this, they want you to have a major and a minor. Does that make sense?
Right.
What do you mean? This is, well, you can do math, that's your major. You can take a lot of math classes, that's your major. But you need to have something else. I said, like what? Is it chemistry, physics, computer science, whatever you want to do, but something else has to go along with the math. I said, man, I don't know what to do. I said, well, so finally my consultant to do this. Computer science.
My son just graduated with a computer science degree at UTSA last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah.
Took him 5 years, but he got it.
Yeah, yeah. So to me, they told me, they said, well, this is what they told me. They said, well, do the mathematics. You like the math. That's you for sure. You're gonna pass all those things. They're like, no problem with you. But you need to take something as a minor, and you can make it double major if you want to. So you can do major, major, major. You can do major in this, major in that. And but then my question was this: okay, look, here's the deal, dudes. Why am I gonna take computer science? And this is back. Remember, this is back long time ago. This is back like 1977. Okay, Bachelor of Science, 1977. So at that time, computers were not really available. Does that make sense? Except the big
Oh yeah,
machines.
no, you're right.
Yeah, like those big giant machines in the universities. They pay like $8 million for one machine. You know, they had those machines or $10 million they paid for one computer. I mean,
Right.
that's what they had at the university. So I say, I'm not gonna work somewhere they have $10 million, $20 million machines, man. That's not gonna happen. They said, well, right now, yes, that's what's going. They had PDP 11s and I don't know what are PDP 11s and DEC 10s. They all these big giant machines. There was one building, one computer. Well, so I said, okay, I'm gonna do computer science anyway. So I did a computer. They asked me, what am I gonna use the computer science? I can't use it for the math. He said, well, in here, I said, yeah, but when I go teaching the high school ninth graders, what's gonna happen? They go, well, you're not gonna see it anymore. I said, well, then that's like a bad deal for me, man. They said, well, they said, here's the deal. If you don't have a minor or you do 2 majors, you're not gonna graduate. How's that? I go, okay, thank you. So, so I said, okay, yes, sir. He said, okay, so you're gonna do the math. That's for sure. But now you need to pick something else. I said, well, I'll do computer science. So then I picked computer science and I did this. And the computer science was good. At that time, it wasn't, and I was going, man, I don't want to do this computer science. I do all these programming languages that I had never heard of before. Like some of them you have, I don't know. Have you heard of this one? Fortran.
My son probably has. I haven't heard of it.
There was Basic, and there was Pascal, and then there was APL, and then there was called Snowball.
Wow.
Man, there's like, let's see, Lisp, LISP. There's all these bunches of computer languages. You know, each one is different, but they work similar, but they're different. They're like this is German, this is French, this is Italian. They're all like different.
Oh.
But once you learn how to do this one, can you write a sentence in that? And yeah, of course, of course, of course, of course. So I was doing all these things, and I was going, man, I don't know why I'm learning all these languages for, machine language. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff.
I
So
want to take a picture of that because I want to show that to my son.
yeah, they should too. Yeah.
So he's gonna freak out.
He's gonna say, what? Fortran, Basic, Pascal, APL. Yeah, all that, man. Snowball, what?
Yeah.
Snowball, Liz, what the heck is that?
Yeah.
But each one of these languages is made for a specific purpose. Okay, so APL is like a programming language, and it's made for scientists. It's made to where you need big calculations, big giant numbers and stuff like that. This is really good for that. Pascal is really good for writing programs for like engineering and in general, everything, lots of stuff, Pascal. And the basic is the beginning of it, Fortran's another one for formula. I don't know what it translates to, but anyway, there's all these things that you do. All right. So now for ours to be a computer science major, you had to have calculus. This is the requirements for us at Texas State was Cal 1, Cal 2, and Cal 3. That was a minimum requirement. In other words, to get into our computer science department, you had to have Cal 1, 2, 3. Well, yeah, I already had it. So I was good to get into that. And then you take the computer science. And then, but in that time, I had no idea why I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? But then as I started as I started doing it, I realized that it was a really good idea. It was like the best, it was the best thing to do that I didn't know. But I talked to I remember Dr. Hazelwood, one of my advisors, Dr. Boron, another advisor. They told me, no, you need to do this stuff. He says, you know what? You don't understand why, and you don't know why it's gonna happen. But at this time, in this moment, you need to do this computer science stuff. They said because right now, maybe 1976, 77, it's really expensive. Nobody can have it. But you know what? They're gonna start making little PC personal computers, and they're gonna start making those IBM and Apple, and all those people are gonna start doing more technology. And guess what? Everybody's gonna be able to get a laptop. Everybody's gonna get a desktop. I said, nah. In the future, you go, yeah, everybody is. So these guys knew. I mean, oh my God, they were like super far away. Like Borum, Borm, I think his name was, and then it was Dr. Hazelwood, Haz, Wood, I guess. Yeah, these guys, man, they're like they're mathematicians, but they're also were computer science guys. And they said, no, 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 you need to do this. Dr. Early, another guy that was super smart. All these guys, and they said, no, you need to do this. And I said, well, okay, fine. I mean, and you're all super smart. Whatever you say, I believe you, but I don't see it. I don't see that. I don't see that I'm gonna be able to have a computer in my house, in my school ever, because I know they cost 10, $20 million, man. There's that's for the Army guys or Navy guys to have, or did CIA or somebody, not for us. But they were right. All of a sudden, 1977, and then all of a sudden, IBM PCs, Apple PCs, all this stuff started happening. Wow. And then
Commodore PCs.
Commodore, yeah, Texas Instruments. That was another one they popped up. Texas Instruments had one. Commodore, yeah, there was a Commodore, I don't know, 68 or something.
They had a Commodore Colt. We had a Commodore Colt growing up.
So all these machines started popping up, and they were like real slow and stuff. First, no internet, nothing like that. But then as they got better and better and better, and also, man, this is good stuff, man. And every year it got better, and every 6 months it got better, better, and then pretty soon I said, man. So now, I can go to Sam's today. If I have $1,200 in my pocket to spend, I can get a super nice laptop. Man, a laptop that has all kinds of power and games and whatever I wanted for $1,200. Man, I can get like a lot of stuff. Does that make sense? Now, today, not this machine probably cost like $20,000, $30,000 a while back, but now $1,200 you can get like a laptop that has lots of power, lasts a long time. The screen is good, pixels are good, the speed is good on it, internet's great on it, and then this is good right now. Yeah, and of course, in 6 months from now, a year from now, hey, I gotta get another one because that one's kind of like too slow now. But the machines get better and better. And I found it, they did, Something that did stay the same is this. The TI-84s, 86, they changed them a little bit. They put like those I don't know what you call that. There's a thinner one. This is a real thick one, but they made them thinner and faster. I can't remember that. There's a name for them. Not TI-84. It's like CE plus or something like that. They make those, and those are actually a little bit better than this. Then they rechargeable batteries and all that stuff. But this is still good. I like this machine.
Excuse me, Professor Alvarez. Speaking of the TI-84, last week I was in Florida on vacation.
Yeah.
And coming back, I had an issue with the what do you call it, the TAC or T, I forgot what they're called. They're at the airport. I forgot to take my TI-84 out of the bag. All electronics have to be removed from your bag. All electronics separately. And I forgot I had it in my bag. Oh my goodness. I was there almost an hour.
Extra hour, huh?
Almost an hour extra explaining why I had that. Explaining not only that, but then the two people in front of me that had stuff in their bags. So the three of us that left electronics on our bag, because of that, we were delayed an hour.
Oh man.
The TI-84. Yep, I had it with me.
Oh, I said, hey, this is the X-ray. Go, hey, what's all this electronic stuff, man? Danger, danger.
Yeah.
Get the dogs out here. What? There's a bad guy here. What? No, it's a T-84. We don't believe you. You're tricking us. No, I tell you a story what happened to me. My wife and I were on a vacation. We're going to El Paso to Las Vegas. So El Paso was just something that we're gonna stop at. El Paso, the flight stops there, and then this thing is Las Vegas. Now, and I tell you, the thing is, we gamble real little. Like if we're there 4 days, we're gonna spend $40. Does that make sense? Because we know better. We know the house always wins.
Oh yeah.
All right. So we got to Las Vegas, and I kind of go through this real quick here. So I'll finish my story. It kind of related to yours. So anyway, we go to El Paso, and we're there, and in El Paso, and we had to wait there like for 2 hours and a half. I'm going, man, I know we gotta wait here, so it doesn't matter. And I said, what, we got 3 hours, like 3 hours really. So let's eat something here. Okay. So we looked at all the restaurants in the airport, and I go, I don't like any of this food. None of this food in the airport. I don't like anything that's being there. So my wife said, well, let's just get outside. Let's leave the airport. We'll go get something, and we'll come back, and we'll be okay. I said, yeah, you know what? You're right. Let's go get something that I want to eat somewhere. Well, we left the airport, get out of security, get our stuff. We left, walked outside, ate somewhere else. And then we got back to the airport again. It was terrible. Because they asked us, weren't you here at the airport earlier? Yes. And you checked in? Yes. And then you checked out, and you left the airport to El Paso, and then you came back again? Yes. They said, you know what? We had to do the double check on you. What?
Oh,
Oh my God. What does that mean? That means we're going to have to check all kinds of stuff on you because you left, you were at the airport, but you left, you checked in, then you left, and then you came back again. We don't like that. I said, what? So then for the next 2 hours, guess what happened? What you just said. What? They started checking us and checking us and checking us, going, man, what is all this X-ray? What is all this things? What is all this stuff? We're checking every single thing and every single luggage. Like,
oh my
God. So then finally they finished. Okay, now flight was, it's like about 30 minutes more. The flight's gonna leave. So I said, okay, we're done. You can leave now. You can go to your plane now. I said, man. So in the plane, we get into our plane and we go to Las Vegas now. But it was a terrible day because to me, I feel like a bad guy, man. What's the deal? We left the airport and we went to get better food. And the food wasn't good anyway. Outside it was terrible food too. It was bad at the airport. It was bad on the outside. I said, man, we wasted our money going outside. Plus 2 hours of interrogation because we left the airport. They said, hey, that's suspicious, man. You got to the airport and you left and you came back. That's not okay. We don't like that. So I said, oh my God. So, okay, it's fine. I said, you know what? That's just, that's just part of the way that it's their job. Their job is to make it secure. So I understand, So they put us in all this vacuum, I don't know, some big vacuum boxes and stuff. And they were checking us all. I said, man, I've never been checked like this. Not even the doctors, man. So anyway, that happened. So that was, we're like, well, that's okay. Don't worry. We're gonna get Las Vegas anyway. So we got to Las Vegas. All right. So now let me tell you what happened in Las Vegas. So we're like kind of sad. I said, man, that was like the bad start for our vacation, Yeah. Well, when we got to Las Vegas, it got better. Let me tell you why it got better. Okay. This is the way it goes in Las Vegas. All right. So we're gonna go to Las Vegas. The only reason we went because there's a special going on. Okay. Las Vegas had this special. And I'll tell you what it is. And then I'm gonna tell you how we use mathematics. Okay. So the special was this. you for this $2,000 you're gonna give us in Las Vegas, you get to stay in this really nice hotel. Okay, that's fine. That's the hotels are all super nice anyway. Caesar's Palace, all those are glamorous places and they have great food. I said, okay, well, so what does that mean? Okay, you get to go 4 days and 4 nights. Okay, so that's long enough. We get there, kind of wine, play 2 days, and the next day we leave. Okay, so what do I get for my $2,000? And the special went like this. Well, you get the hotel. Okay, that's fine. 4 days, 4 nights. You get the plane tickets. You get two plane tickets, two of them. Round trip from San Antonio to Las Vegas, and then back from Las Vegas to San Antonio. I said, okay, well that's kind of cool. And then what else? And there's a limo, a big limo, a big old long stretch limo. It's gonna be waiting for you at the airport, and it has your name on it. It says Alvarez. They're gonna pick you up at the airport, and they're gonna drop you at the hotel, and actually the limo is for you. And they tell you if you want the limo to take you somewhere to go eat something, or you want the limo to take you to the store shopping or something, you can do that. I said, really? Can we do that? I said, yeah. Get the limo. You would say, I want to go to CVS and pick up snacks. They'll go in and wait for you. Really? He says, yeah. Wow. This is like a big private taxi. I told my wife, that sounds pretty good, huh? He goes, yeah, it's a big old long black limo with leather inside and bar and everything else inside, because we don't drink, so it didn't matter. But still, it was like big old long ride, I said, man, this, and then after it's over, they take you back to the airport, and then you go back to the 20. I said, what else do I get? Is it the food? What about the food? He said, well, all the food is already free. It's included. We give you a card. It's like a credit card kind of. And here's the deal. It's good for you two people, but it's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or snacks. Anytime you want to get a snack, go get it.
Wow.
Really? What do we pay? Nothing. You just show them the card. You slide it. That's it. Walk in. I said, like, to all the buffets. So yeah. You can go to Caesar's buffet. I don't know if you've ever been to Caesar's Palace. You ever seen that?
Yeah, I've been there.
It's a super nice place. Caesar's, Excalibur, all these. What's another one? There's one with a letter F. Not Florentine. I don't know. They're all there in the strip. So this card is good for all these hotels. I said, what do you mean? So you want to eat breakfast at the Caesar's? Take it with you. You give it to the guy. He slides it. Okay, walk in. You eat whatever you want at the buffet. What? And lunch? You want to eat lunch? Whatever you want. Just get the card, slide it in, eat whatever you want. I said, really? What do you pay? Nothing. It's already included. Okay. I mean, this is really good, man. He said, okay. And the drinks. And he said, well, we don't drink. Said, well, then just get sodas. Get like pina colada with nothing in it. Yeah, okay, we can do that. Those are like fun drinks. They're like desserts. Okay, so and then there's shows. Okay, so what do you mean shows? They go, well, every day there's 3 shows. So you're gonna have 12 shows because there's three. You're gonna be here 4 days. You got 12 shows. And I said, what are they? Like, says, well, they have magic shows, and the magic shows are. I'm trying to think the guy that was doing it at that time. Copperfield, is that the name of the guy?
David Copperfield. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. He had his show. That was one of the shows we're gonna watch. Yeah, he was one of them.
He's really good.
There was like $200 tickets for one person to walk into that place. He said, well, you got tickets to go to that show. You can do it. You can watch it a couple of times if you want to. He said, what? I said, yeah, you just, the same thing. Get the card. It's already in there. What? And then they have shows. They have singers. They got the G-rated movie, the G-rated ones. They got the R-rated ones. Whatever you want to watch, we have it. Said, wow. And then the hotels, the restaurants, always open 24/7. Kind of like Whataburger, but better than Whataburger. You get a shrimp burger. you can get Langostino nachos. Shrimp Langostino nachos. And it's like, wow, this is whatever you want. And I said, okay, this is a good deal. I understand. So I told my wife, I want to do this. She said, okay, what else happens? She goes, well, we get all the hotel, the limo, the food, the drinks, the shows. Wow. I said, and he said, this is the best part of all. Let me show you the best part. What's the best part of all? All right. When you get to our casino, we're gonna give. Okay, so now chips. The way the casinos work is chips. You have $100, we'll convert it to chips. Like casino chips. You have $1,000, we'll convert it to chips. They're $100 bill, or they're 50 or 20, but they're chips. They belong to the hotel and you use their money. I said, okay. So they say, don't do that. When you go to the hotel, go to the front desk, show them your card, okay, and then they're gonna give you What are they gonna give us? They're gonna give you $900, and she's gonna get $900 of what? Of chips. I said, what do you mean chips? He said, yeah. It's like if you gave us 900, and we converted it to gambling chips, and they're yours. And now here's the only rule is this. Here's the rule. You must play the money on a table or something. You can play poker if you want to. You can play blackjack if you want to. You can play the roulette wheel if you want to. Anything you want to do, but you got to put on, because we want you to sit down, put $100, put $50 at the poker, and see how it feels to win or lose. You know what I'm saying? We want you to sit down. Now, this is their theory. Their theory is this: even though you paid $2,000 and they just gave you back $1,800, so they're actually giving you all this stuff for $200. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
I mean, the limo alone is like $100 just to get just $150 just for this thing to drive around this thing.
The food alone is
the food alone is way beyond this, way beyond this. But their answer is this: if you sit down and you and your wife sit down and gamble, and you win money, you're gonna want to win. You want to play some more. Does that make sense? Let's say you pay 900. Also, you go, oh man, we made $3,000 of gambling. Let's keep playing. Or if you lose your money, you say, man, all our money's gone. You know what? That was pretty fun. Let's get to our money and start playing some more. You want to? Okay. So their theory is you're gonna play the money and either win, and then you want to play more, or you're gonna lose it and you're still gonna want to play more. Does that make sense? No matter what happens, they know that you want to play more. So that's why they want you to do this. So I told my wife, okay, we're gonna gamble all this money, all of it. She says, all of it is all of it, but we're only gonna do it one time, and we're gonna make sure that we don't lose. This is how we gonna do that. I said, look, I'll show you mathematically how we're gonna do this. All right, so this is what I told him. And then this is have you ever seen a roulette wheel?
Oh, I love roulette.
It's like this, right? So circle like this,
It's
and
my
it has,
favorite game.
yeah, it's a fun game, and they have two ways to do this thing. If you pick red, only red, there's different numbers, like 1 is red and 3 is red, whatever. Okay, so now there's red 3, red this, and then there's black, some other numbers, black 5 and black 7 or something, right? So now, yeah, it has all these numbers in there. And so now, if you say I want any red that comes up, okay, you bet $100. If you get it right, you get 100 plus they add another 100 to you. Now you got $200 because you bet on red. So they give you one time. If it comes out black, you get nothing. Does that make sense? If I say, you know what, I want black. I want just a black one. They said, okay. You bet $100. If any black number comes up, guess what? They give you another 100. So now you got $200. So this is good. So if it's red, you win. Yes. If it's black, you win. Okay. So now, or you can pick one number. You can say, you know what? I feel that red number 1 is gonna come up. Really? So I'm gonna bet $100. I'm gonna put a $100 chip on red 1. So they turn it, click like this. Boom. Tick, 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 click, it stops. Holy cow, it hit red 1. That's what I picked. So this is different because they'll pay you 35 times whatever you put on the table. Well, I put a $100 chip on there. So what's 35 times 100? Do any calculator? What's 35 times 100?
35 times 100. 3,500.
Yeah. So if I were to bet on one number and I get it right, they're gonna give me $3,500 for that $100 chip I stuck on there. If I pick the right number at the right time. Does that make sense? Now, also, there's a trick on this thing. On the very top, there's a 0 and a 0, 0. You seen those numbers up there?
Yeah, the green ones.
Yeah, that's not red and that's not black. So if it clips like this, if you say red, it goes click, 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 0. Too bad. Everybody lost. It goes click, 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 0, 0. Too bad. Everybody lost. So now I told my wife, well, this is what we're gonna do. What do you want to do? She says, this is the way we're gonna do the bet. Our bet. So I told my wife, I told her, look, this is what we're gonna do. You are gonna go up and tell the man who's at the table, tell him, I want to bet $900 on red. Any red that comes out, you'll give me my money back, right? Yes. All right. I am gonna put $900 on any black number that comes up. Okay, now, so if it comes out red, 900, they're gonna give 900, 1800 over here. If it comes out black, 900, 900, 1800. Okay, now here's the problem. I told her, look, this is good. I mean, we probably get one of these, but now, how about the 0 and the 00? If it comes out those two numbers, all this money is gone. We lose all these money. So how do we make sure that we don't lose this money here? So, well, we better bet some money on that too. I said, yeah, we can put some money on that too. So I don't know. I said, so what do you want to bet on that stuff? I said, I don't know, maybe $50 or something. She goes, yeah, let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do it this way. All right. She said, so this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna put red $900 and then cash. We have cash in our wallets, and I'm gonna get $50, and I'm gonna put $50 on 0. And then, okay, so you do it, and then I put $50 on 00. Okay, so now what's gonna happen? This machine's gonna spin around, and it's either gonna come out red, or it's gonna come out black, or it's gonna come out 0 or 00. No matter what happens, how this man spins it, and it comes out with a little ball right there, it's gonna be one of these. It's gonna be this one, it's gonna be this one, or it might be this one. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So we're using the casino money, and we're using our money. Okay, so then I say, so let's see what happens. If it comes out the red, 900, 900, this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna walk out of here. We're gonna walk out with $1,800, and then we're gonna stop. We're not gonna pay anymore. We're just gonna watch shows, eat food, and enjoy our time there. Or if it's over here, 900 plus 900, and then what we're gonna do is get our 1800 and enjoy ourselves and stop gambling. That's it. We're just watching shows, eating food, catering. Hey man, we're just gonna enjoy everything here. All right. If it happens to hit the 0 and the 00, those are different. But the casino pays you 35 times what you put on the table. Well, we put $50 here. So what's 35 times 50? Do that number right there.
1750.
1750. Or if he hits this number here, it's gonna be 35 times that number. What is that gonna be? Same thing, right? 1750.
Yes.
All right. So now let's think about the outcome. So this is all mathematics, of course, mathematics, because that's what we know. Because she teaches math, I do math. Actually, I do math classes at Palo Alto College, and she does math classes for her district, like South San Antonio. She's like the director for all the way from pre-K to 12th grade math courses. And then after 12th grade, I take over Palo Alto on grade, freshmen, sophomores. I do that. But she teaches the teachers. Does that make sense? In other words, people that already have their bachelor's and master's and PhD stuff, these guys right here. So what she does, goes in there and see what happened in the STAR last year, and how do we make these things better? How can we make our success better? That's what she does with these guys. Yeah. So she has all these. Well, anyway, I told her, this is my plan. She goes, okay, what's the plan? 900 red, 900 black. Yes. 00, $50 cash. 0, $50 cash. We put the $50 here, $50 here, and then we told the man, spin it. So we got to the table, and he said, y'all gonna gamble? Yes, sir. He was a man. He said, what do you want to bet? What's your bet? Here's our bet. I put the $900 chips here. She put it, and I put mine, and then she put a 50, and I put a 50 and 00. She goes, what? What are y'all doing? I said, that's our bet. He said, what? He says, we're here. So spin it. So he spins it. Click, 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 click. It came out red. That's what it came out. So red something. But so that means that what? Is this didn't happen? No, that money's gone. How about this $50? Oh, it's gone too, man. How about this one? That's gone too. But what? How much money do we have in our we have $1,800 cash right now. So now, because we did play it one time, the man says, you want cash for this thing now? Yeah. That's it. We're done. Give us the chips. We're gonna trade them in. We're done. You can get cash if you want to, or you can keep playing. You want to play some more? No, thank you. So now, what happened now? Well, everything let me go back to this. Let's go back to the front page so you can see it. So there you go. What happened to us? Well, let me go back to the review of how I got it. Okay, remember, we gave him $2,000 to start with, right? But because we gambled it, now we have $1,800 of cash. Okay, because we bit the roulette wheel. But here's the thing. The thing is this, that do we still have our hotel room? Yes. Are we still gonna be there 4 days, 4 nights? Yes. The food, all the food. You can have swordfish, you can have blackened swordfish, whatever you want to have, langostino nachos. The food is anytime you want, 24/7. You can eat whatever you want, whenever you want. What? The restaurants are open always. What are the shows? Yeah, we got all the shows, man. We got 12 shows to see. We can't see that many shows. That's a lot of shows, man. There's no way we can see 12 shows, but that's okay. I mean, we can watch as much as we can. So we got the shows, we got the food, we got all the magic shows, everything that happens there, the singing, all that kind of cool stuff, everything. So I said, man, so we got the food, we got the show, we got the hotel, got the hot tubs, got the heated swimming pools. Man, this is pretty fun, isn't it? So this is what we do when we go to the restaurant. Okay, we order a table for 4 always, because a table for 4, it has 4 chairs, right? And it's a big table, but it's only my wife and me. Okay, so now why do we get such a big table? You know why? Because we're gonna order all kinds of like swordfish, blackened swordfish, or whatever, all these different things. And guess what we're gonna do? Try this one, try that one, try this one, try that. You don't like it, don't eat it. Don't like it. And then once you finish it, get it out of here. Bring me some more. Now bring us desserts. And desserts, like an hour of desserts, so and you go in there, have like so many desserts too. Same thing. Like, oh my God, look at the desserts. There's no way. So that's what we did. And then so anyway, I'm gonna tell you what happened though. All right, because we did this, and the only reason I knew about this special, I didn't know about it till my dad told me. He said, "Hey, you should go to Las Vegas now." I was like, "Why?" That was special. I said, "What do you mean it's special?" I go, well, the way the word special goes is this. And now it's the low season, so they want people to go, so they're giving these specials. And then when it goes up again, nah, then everything goes regular price. But right now, the special is this: $2,000. You get chips to play with, get all the stuff here, and the limos picks you up at the airport and drops you there, and then you can go to the limo wherever you want to go. They'll shop with you, go shopping and stuff. They really, so yeah, all this stuff, drinks, anything you want, pina colada with nothing in it or whatever, they'll make them for you. So really, so the plane ticket right there, first class plane ticket. Come on, you get the big chairs, you get there, and the big chairs, you come back. Come on, what? But 2,000, I said, yeah, but Dad, he said, yeah, but you do have to play. You do have to gamble the chips. The 900 that you're gonna give you, you need to play on the table somewhere. And I said, well, I'll figure it out. So that's what we did. We did the roulette wheel.
That's a good deal.
And it was. So when I did that, as soon as I did that, this roulette wheel thing like this, and we put our bet, 900 here, $900 of chips, $900 chips, 50-50, and the guy spun it around, and he realized what we were doing. He knew that we found a loophole in their special. So as soon as we do that, he punched, he gave us our money. He said, okay, here you go, 1,800. You don't want to play anymore? No, we're done. Thank you. As soon as he did that, he pushed the button under his the roulette wheel. And then all these other guys in suits came by and then talking to him. And I know what he told us. He said, look, these guys came in on the special and they just dropped 900 and they covered themselves on this right here. So either way, if this didn't come out and this didn't come out, they're going to take 1,750 home or 1,800 home. Either way, they're going to win one of these, 100% guaranteed. Does that make sense?
Right. But you didn't have to bet the 50-50 though. I don't see why you did that.
I did because here was the thing. If it comes out 0, if it comes out these numbers here, guess what? This 900 is gone. This 900 is gone. What do I have?
Yeah, but you wasted $100 that you didn't have to spend. In
Well,
other words,
I thought about that too. I said, you know what? That's $100 that we have that
you could have spun the second ball. You know, you could have done it the second time around.
Yeah, but I said, no. If I do it this way, think about it like this. This is why I said, I want to be 100% sure that when I walk out of here, that we walk out of this after this one bet, that we get out of here, we have cash in our pockets. So he said, well, it's going to cost us $100 of our money. I said, that's okay. I mean, we spend more than that, you know. But he said, okay, so we're going to get 50 and 50. Yeah, think of this money is gone. It's $100 investment. We're going to give them back to them. You know, instead of paying $200 for the whole thing, we would pay $300. Think of it like that. For the plane ticket, for your my ticket, and for the hotel, $300 is what we spent. He says, yeah, okay, I can see that. So 300, that's the most that's going to happen. But at the same time, though, as soon as they spin the wheel one time and it ends, 100%, what's going to happen 100%? We know. Are you going to have $1,800? Maybe. Are you going to have 1,750? Maybe. 1,750. But I know for sure one of these four things is going to happen. Does that make sense? No matter what number gets hit, 0 or 00 or black or red, no matter what happens, I am for 100% sure I'm going to get one of these. And this is just security, just to make sure that nothing goes wrong. Does that make sense? Because I've seen the 0 hit before, and everybody on the table lost. I said, well, you got 0-0, and then all the reds, all the blacks, all the money was gone because everybody lost. Even
I always bet on the zeros. Every hand I bet, I always bet on the zeros.
Are you doing the zeros?
Yeah, I always put something on the zeros every time.
I just saw that. I go, wow, they got 0-0, man.
That's my favorite number on roulette.
The 0-0? Yeah.
Yep.
I just saw that. I said, okay, you know what? So we did that. Even though, yeah, we do $100 is gone. Yeah, I understand that part. That's $100 is out of there. We don't have it anymore. But at the same time, though, so what are we out? Let's see. The $50 and the $50 we spent that, and the $2,000 minus 1,800, we already got that back. So we spent $200. So far at our vacation for the 4 days and 4 nights is cost us, how much is that? What's 50, 50 and 200?
300.
Yeah, $300. This is what we spent from our pocket. Does that make sense? But $300, that would probably be just the limo back and forth one time. Does that make sense? To the airport to us and back to the airport. That'd be like, that's $300 right there. That's already done. Boom. And then the shows, each one's like $200, $250 for one ticket, one time. And actually, we got way in the front. We're like in the, I think like the first row on the shows, like right in the front, man. It's like that person's in front of you, the magic show's going on, or the singing is right there. They're right in front of you, man. It's like, wow. And I have no idea how much those tickets cost because they were all included. Does that make sense?
Right.
Wow. I said, man, right in the front, man. This is like way in the front. He said, okay, it's okay. Let's enjoy it, man. Because remember, this vacation is costing us $300. We're never ever gonna have a vacation like this again, ever the rest of our lives. You're right. And then she was right because they took this special off. Because I told my dad, I said, man,
they lost money.
No, they said, Dad, that was great. Man, we had such a great time in Las Vegas, you know? And he said, really? He said, yeah, it was super great. He said, we spent $300 and that was it. That's all. And then we didn't spend anything else after that. After that, we just watched shows and ate and went swimming and ate again. And then 2-hour lunch, 2-hour breakfast, 2-hour dinners, you know, and then watched the show for 2 hours. And he said, man, it was like super good. He said, yeah. He said, but you know what? I just looked at the Las Vegas thing and they don't, that special bit has been removed. This is what? The special is removed. Oh, I wonder why.
Bankruptcy, maybe.
You know why? Because they said, hey, these math guys came in and took our money. Hey, I just took advantage of what was available. That makes sense. I just knew that would work. Does that make sense? I know the wheel. What is the wheel? And the reason the wheel pays you 35 because there's 38 numbers. So even if they pay you 35 times for your money, eventually they're gonna win anyway. Because 38 is for them, 35 is for you. 3, they're gonna get ahead of the game. Does that make sense?
Right.
So they'll win. Eventually they'll if you play long enough, they're gonna win your money. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, let's do that. So anyway, so that's kind of cool. I thought it was. And I said no, and my dad said no. You know, I called him again. I said, hey, that was great, Dad. This is great. We can do it again sometime. But you know what? They killed all those specials. Don't exist anymore. They just shut them off. Oh, okay. You know, I'm sure that's what happened. That as soon as that guy saw what we did, he called his boss and said, hey, this guy just came in and dropped 900 on the the table, and they won.
Oh.
And they're using the what do they call it? Those I don't know, the special chips, the ones that come in with the people with the specials. And I said, yeah, and they won. They figure out how to win. No matter what, they won. Oh, okay.
Oh.
So they cut it. And then no, they never had it again. Otherwise I would have gone. I would have gone again. For $2,000. And they give you all your money back and you only end up with $300 for the whole vacation.
That's pretty good.
I
see why you did that now. If you're only going to do one spin, I see why you did that.
Yeah, just to make sure, because I wanted to make sure, because I told her, here's the deal. I want to, you know, if it comes out this number, we don't bet on this number, then this 900 is gone. This 900 is gone. What do we have? Nothing.
Right.
Nothing at all. But to make sure, to be 100%, the probability, I said, look, think of like probability. Probability might be red. It could happen. We got 1,800. The probability could be black. It's, you know, whatever percent, 48%, they could happen. And the probability, it could be these numbers here. Maybe that's like 2% of it. That's okay, because we're covered. No matter what that man spins in front of us, put that little ball, you know how they put the little ball in there? Click, 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 and it starts spinning around. No matter where that ball hits, we're going to walk out of here with money. Yes, we're going to spend $100 of our money, but that's nothing. $100 for today, that's nothing. Don't worry about it. We're going to walk out with 1,800, 1,750, 1,750, or 1,800. One of those 4 things is going to happen 100%. So click, click, click. Came out to the red. We get our 1,800. The guy said, you can convert it to cash. You want cash instead? Yeah, we want cash. Here's the money. Get it? Put all those $100 bills in your pocket. Don't worry about it. Walk away. That's it. We're not gonna gamble ever again. No, we're leaving. We're gonna go to the machine. The worst thing they can do, we'll put a penny in the penny machine. You know, like the slot machines. 1 penny, 1 penny. I mean, it's kind of fun because you would 1 penny, right? Okay, so you put a penny, nothing. Put another penny. I was like, all right, you want 900? What? Pennies. But it's still winning, right? I mean, it's still winning. You go, all right. You put another penny in there, another penny. I was like, you go, you got 1,000 pennies. It's kind of, it feels good. Pennies, it's $10, man. Hey, $10 is $10, you know? So anyway, that's how we did the math for that stuff. Yeah, but I'm gonna wait. Maybe they'll have another special one day. If they do out. Maybe they'll forget about what we did, and they'll give it again. What do you think? I don't think so. Because those guys in there are, they know what they're doing. You know. Well, not that time, but all right. Number 6. I'm gonna go number 19. Ready? 19 and 20. Y'all ready for number 19? Skill number 19.
Oh yeah.
All right. This one says 1x minus 3y plus 4z equals 8. The other one is 2x plus 1y plus 1z equals 2. And the last one is negative 2x plus 3y minus 3z equals negative 8. All right, so we're gonna put all this stuff in a matrix. That's the easiest way I can think of to do this problem. All right, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. All right, so we're gonna put all this stuff in a matrix. I'll show you what that means. Ready? So you're gonna do this. You're gonna go second matrix. Everybody with me? Second matrix.
Yes, second matrix.
All right. So now, once you go to second matrix, you're gonna go to edit, EDIT. EDIT. So y'all get second matrix edit? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right. So now, once you get there, hit enter. Just hit enter because it's already in the A. So he's gonna hit enter, and then you're gonna put 3 by 4. If you don't have 3 by 4, you need to put it in right now. 3 enter, 4 enter. 3 enter, 4 enter. Everybody get that far?
Yes.
All right. Now you're gonna start putting numbers in this. Just the numbers, okay? The matrix, all it demands is just the numbers. So you're just gonna put a 1, a -3, a 4, and an 8. And I'm gonna show you how to do all these numbers in a second. All right, ready? This is the way it goes. So the way it goes is you're gonna put 1, put it in there. 1, enter. Little minus sign 3. So you can put -3, enter. 4, enter. 8, enter. 2, enter. 1, enter. 1, enter. And 2, enter. Does that make sense? Next
Yes.
one. -2, enter. 3, enter. -3, enter. And last one's -8, enter. Now, once I do the last one, I'm going to put second quit. Second and quit. Okay. What's it going to do? Second and quit right here. Okay. So it's give me a blank thing machine. Now, to make sure that I didn't mess it up, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go second matrix A, and I'm going to hit enter and enter. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I'm going to go second matrix A is right there. Hit enter and hit enter. Y'all see those right there? Now, all those numbers, the answer is, should it be the same? Yes, it should be exactly the same numbers up here. So I look at them, 2, 1, 1, and 2, they match. -2, a 3, a -3, and a -8. So all my numbers on the bottom match the top. Does that make sense?
Yes.
If I got them right, I'm in business. So now I hit clear. Hit clear right here. All right. So now I want the machine to give me the answer for this. This is how you do it on the calculator. Ready? You go second matrix math, M-A-T-H. Okay, let me do this right now. Second, let me do it again. Second matrix math. See the math up here?
Yes.
And you go down arrow, down arrow, down arrow until you get to RREF. You get to RREF, this one here, you hit enter. Okay. All right, so now it's going to ask you RREF, row reduction echelon form of what? Inside here is you're going to put the second matrix. Second matrix A. Okay. So in here, you're going to put this. So you're going to go second matrix A is right there already. Hit enter, close it. So it looks like this. Does yours look like this one here? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. If you do that and hit enter, it should calculate it for you. What did you get?
1, -1, and 1.
Yeah, you got 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1, and over here is 1 -1 and 1. This is the x, this is the y, this is the z. So that means to you that x and y and z are going to be exactly a 1, a -1, and a +1. Y'all see these numbers right here at the end? So
Yes.
this x, y, z are the answers that belong to that. Does that make sense? So the hard part is setting it up. Once you set up the preparation, you're in business. Preparation for the problem, you know, and then once you get it, you know the answers. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
Preparation, man. Preparation. That's how you do it. Like we go back again to this thing. So for my wife and I to win, we had to prepare, say, what is the probability is going to be here or here or here or here? Let's work with it. Let's use the probabilities and we know we're ready. Boom, let's go. The only reason we could do this is because the casino gave us this money. Does that make sense? Casino gave us $900 of chips. The casino gave us $900 of chips. Hey, that money's in front of you. You got to play it no matter what. But this is the easiest way that for sure will work. Does that make sense?
Yes.
One spin at the blackjack, boom, you're done. You're out of. You're walking out of there, man. And yeah, and it was like, it was fun. Wow, that was really fun. All right, so number 19, is that good?
Too easy.
Too easy, man. You got it. You got smart. You're getting smarter, smarter. Smarter and smarter. All right, I'm gonna go next one. I'm gonna go to number 20. Is it okay?
Oh yeah, always ready.
Alrighty, let's go, man. Number 20. Number 20. So number 20 looks like this. It says 3 plus square root of 2x plus 2 equals x. There it is. So what I'm gonna do is subtract from both sides. Let's do this. 2x plus 2 minus a 3 equals x minus a 3. So these are gone. So you have 2x plus 2 equals x minus 3. Is that okay for this first step?
Yes.
So now square both sides, right? Square this side, square that side. 2x plus 2 squared, x minus 3 squared. So 2x plus 2, x minus a 3, x minus a 3. So 2x plus 2, and I'm gonna write this the long way. This would be x squared minus 3x plus 9. 2x plus 2 equals x squared minus 6x plus 9. Okay, now I need to bring this over though. See this right here? All right, bring it over.
You subtract the 2
Yep.
from both
Subtract
sides.
exactly. So I'm gonna go minus 2x minus 2. X squared minus 8x plus 7 from these right here. All right.
Yes.
All right. Now, where's that spot right there? So now I'm gonna factor this out, and I think there's only one possible way. 7 times 1, so I guess it's just gonna be 7 and 1, right? That's it.
How do we get to 8x?
Oh, right here, -6 and -2. These two numbers right here.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I just put them together.
Okay.
I put this one and this one together, and that's why I got that.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right. So now I'm gonna say 2 minus signs. What do you think? Think a minus and a minus. I think 2 minus signs will do it.
Minus x minus small.
Let's go from there.
Yes. Because -7 times -1 equals a +7.
Right.
This 7 -1 equals -8.
All right. So we got this answer, or we got this answer, right? So x minus 1 plus a 1, and because 0 plus a 1, so I got x equals 1. Go here, x minus 7 plus a 7, 0 plus a 7. So x equals 7, the second answer. So we got two answers here. We got the 1, and we got the 7. Y'all see those two numbers right there?
Yes.
Now, what you need to check these numbers, of course, because you know the answer. If you don't check it, you don't know which one's the right answer, which is the wrong answer. Does that make sense?
Right.
Like, I know you never go here ever, but if you did, and you ordered a, I don't know, a double meat, you pay for the 2 meats. If you order a double cheese, you pay for the 2 cheese. If you order a double bacon, you know you're paying for the bacon too. You know what I'm saying? If you say toasted bread, of course they're gonna toast it for you. And you say, you know what? Add some grilled jalapenos, of course they're gonna add that to you. And onions, yeah, of course. Big, and then get a big onion rings, of course. All right, so you got, this is my order. I got it right there. Boom. So I got everything I wanted, how I wanted it to be, and then maybe a diet tea or something, so I won't feel so horrible. So there it is. I got my diet tea and my 3,000 calorie burger right there. And onion rings. All right, so I eat this with ranch, onion rings, ranch or mustard, honey mustard, whatever. All right, so now when I get my order, do I check it?
Yes.
Always, man. You always check your stuff. Always you check your stuff. And if anything's wrong on it. If I told them to put some chili on it or green chili or something, green chili sauce, whatever, they don't put anything on it, they mess up, I return it. I call the manager and say, hey, y'all didn't toast my bread. They'll fix it. Does that make sense? Right there and then, they'll fix it like 6 minutes to get your brand new one. and then that one you keep it. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's check these. So I'm gonna say, I don't know, when else is gonna work? Let's figure it out. So I'm gonna say that I'm gonna try x equals 1. So I'm gonna have 3 plus square root of 2x plus 2. Is that gonna be x? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's put the numbers in. Let's put 1 in there. 3 plus square root of 2 times 1 plus 2. Is that gonna be 1? Shit, I don't know. It's gonna be 2 plus 2.
No.
Be square root of 4. Nah, it's not gonna match, is it? Because it's gonna be 3 plus 2. Yeah, it's a 5. So for sure, that's not gonna be a 1. So this is the bad answer. It's bad answer. No. So when I tried x equals 1 in my problem, it didn't work, did it? See, now return it. It's the wrong answer. Now try the other number. Try x equals 7. Let's put it in there. 3 plus square root of 2 times 7 plus 2. Is that gonna be a 7? I don't know. Let's see. That's gonna be what? 14 plus 2. It's gonna be square root of 16. Square root of 16 is what? 4? Is that right? 3 plus 4
equals 7.
Yeah, so that looks okay, right? Because it's gonna be 7 equals 7. Yeah, that's good. Good. So, answer box. What do you think the answer box is gonna be? What goes in my box? Only the right answer.
X equals 7.
Yeah, that's the only one I would put in there. I would just put it x equals 7 right there. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Just the right answer. The other one, yeah, don't mess with it. Leave it alone. Good answer only. Does that make sense? A little bit.
Too easy.
Too easy. Holy cow. Too easy. Man, that's a good answer. It's too easy, man. It's like 1, 2, 3, you're done. Okay. And the last one I'm gonna do this one. This is number 20. So that's the end of the final thing. All right, but let me do this other question. We did it before, but I'm just gonna do some of it right now. Just in a second. It went like this. Grandma has a will. Uh-oh. And she left your name on it. And this is what grandma does. 100 apartments, each one pays her $500. So right now, you got some cash. How much cash do you have? I don't know. You tell me. 100 times 500. Give me a number. Every month, you got some cash for college now.
100 times 500. 50,000.
That's $50,000 every month from now on the rest of your life, because grandma and the will left it to you. So now, after a while, you're gonna say, you know what? I could use a little bit more cash. So you tell, you know what? Everybody, since I'm the owner now of the apartments, everybody give me $50 more. So what's everybody gonna do? They're either gonna leave or stay and pay you more money. So the ones that stay pay you $550. So how much is that now? Do it. You multiply that.
Okay. 5 times 550. $52,250.
All right. So now my question would be is, I was making 50,000 as soon as I got the will. I was making 50,000 right away. As soon as I told everybody, you know what? I want more money for rent. My rent went up. Now I'm making 52,250 a month. Is that better? Yeah, I make more money. It's better for me. Does that make sense? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you know what? That was pretty fun. So I'm gonna tell everybody, you know what? Throw 2 $50 bills in the envelope now. And your accounting guy say, you know what? You're gonna lose people, man. You're gonna have only 90 apartments. But is that good for you, bad for you? I don't know. Let's find out. So 90 times $600, everybody pays you to live there. How much did you make now?
$54,000.
So 54,000, you said?
Yes.
So is $54,000 a better deal for you?
Not if it upsets grandma.
It doesn't matter, but grandma's gone. Remember the will?
Yeah, but
she left already.
She's
gone. She's in heaven already. Don't worry about her. Worry about you.
Really
Worry about you. Okay. You're just trying to get more money for college. Okay. That's what you're trying to do. More college money. That's what you're trying to do. That's all you're doing. Just trying to help yourself. Because that's what grandma would want you to do.
Oh yeah.
Go to college, get your bachelor's, get your associates, get your bachelor's, get your master's, get your PhD. Hey, you have money, you can go to school. So now here's a formula. This formula is this. Every time that you want more money, people are going to take off on you. Does that make sense? You got more money, people are leaving. Is everybody okay with this part right here? So now I'm going to go and foil this one now. Every time you give me 50 more, 50 more, 50 more, 5 people leave, 5 people leave, 5 people leave. So eventually, I don't want to do this in business. I don't want to do this. I don't want to charge so much that I start losing money. Does that make sense? So I want to hit this spot right here. Whatever these numbers are right here, that's where I want to be. I want to be right here. I want to find out what do I need to do right now so I can make the most cash for me right now. So here's the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and foil it out. Ready? Next page. Next page. So I'm going to write this down and foil it. This. So here's a problem. F of x equals 100 minus 5x and 500 plus 50x. So foil it. Ready? Tell me. 100 times 500. Doing the calculator.
50,000.
50,000 right there. 100 times 50x.
5,000x.
There you go. Negative 5 times 500.
Negative 2,500.
2,500x. Okay. And negative 5 times 50. Negative 5x and 50x is negative
250.
X to the power 2. All right. So now this right here is going to be 50,000 plus 2,500x minus 250x squared. All right. So I'm going to rewrite it one more time. Negative 250x squared plus 2,500x plus 50,000. All right. Y'all see how I get this last thing right here?
Oh, yes. Let's see.
All right. So now I'm going to have to get ABC. Hang on a second. All right, so now ABC. Tell me what A is. You tell me what A is.
250.
All right, good answer.
Negative 250.
Yeah. What is B?
2,500.
And what is C?
50,000.
All right. So we got all the numbers right there, right? A, B, C. So now there's a formula for this called vertex, VERTEX, which is also the max. And that formula is this: negative B over 2A, F of negative B over 2A. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Wait. All right, so now I'm going to put numbers in here to find out what his max is going to be. So it's going to be negative of B. What do you think B is?
2,500. So negative 2,500.
Exactly. A, what is A?
Negative 250.
Yep, put it right there. So now we have F of negative 2,500 and 2 times negative 250. So now this is going to be negative 2,500 over 500. F of negative 2,500 over negative 500. So now this is going to be, I think it's a 5. What do you think? You get a 5 for this one?
I would use a calculator.
I would use a calculator. Put a calculator.
Minus 225.
Negative by negative be plus something.
Divided by little negative 5.
5. Yeah, so I got 5. So what that means is we're gonna have to increase the rent by 5 $50 bills. We're gonna tell everybody, you know what? I need to get 5 more money from you. What? I'm sorry, I don't want to do this. I don't want to raise the rent, but because of maintenance and taxes and upkeep and all stuff here, I have to do it. I mean, I don't want to do it, but I'm sorry. But just make up a story, okay? All right, so this is gonna happen. So that's what we're gonna say to these guys. We're gonna say, so the original problem is this one. Let me write it up here. So f of x was 100. It's 5x and 500 plus 50x. This is one. And then when we fold all this stuff out, we ended up with negative 250x squared plus 2500x plus 50,000. Okay, so we ended up with these two right there. Those are the same. But we want you to find 5f of 5. So let's do that right now. 5 and f of 5. Okay, to find f of 5 means you're gonna have to put this number back in here. Let me highlight the formula. See the formula right here? This right here, you're gonna have to put the number in there. Let's do it. Negative 250 times 5 squared plus 2500 times 5 plus 50,000. Like that. So this is gonna be 5 comma. And this you're gonna have to do in a machine. And I'll do it with you. Ready? Follow me. I'm gonna do it in a machine. Okay, ready? All right. So calculator. Get my machine here. All right. So I'm gonna put in negative 250, negative 250 parentheses 5, and then squared. Okay, everybody get this far? Negative 255 squared.
Yes.
Okay. Plus, let me do it again. Negative 250, negative 250 parentheses 5 squared. All right. Plus 2500, 2500 parentheses 5 plus 50,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So once I put all these numbers in here, hit the enter, it'll tell me what I need to do. If I tell everybody, you know what? I need 5 $50 bills more in the envelope because I'm sorry, I gotta raise the rent. It's not my fault because of taxes, maintenance. I don't know, whatever you want to say, upkeep, whatever, cost, construction, cost of the running the place. And what did you get for a number? Give me a number right here.
56,250.
All right. So what does that mean to you? That means that if you tell the people, you know what, I gotta raise the rent. I'm sorry, I don't want to do that, but I have to do it. I'm sorry. So that means that instead of making only 50,000 at the beginning, remember at the beginning we got the property, we're making $50,000, but now at 5 increases of $50 bills, we're gonna make $56,000. No, we're gonna make more than that. We're gonna make $56,250 of money. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Originally, I made 50,000 every month for a while, and that was I was happy with that. But then after a while, I said, you know what? I need more. I need more money. So if you make 50 and now you're making 56,250, is that a happier time?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and you're getting more money for college, right?
Yes.
And you're gonna be more successful. That's what grandma wanted you to do anyway, All right, so this is one way to do this problem. I'm gonna do it a second way. The second way is to use this formula here. F of x equals 100 minus 5x. The original problem, we had it like this before we fold it out. Let's put it in this one too. Let's find f of 5 in this one. Well, that's going to be 100 minus 5 times 5. 500 plus 50 times 5. So that's going to give you 100 minus 25. 500 plus 250. All right, so what does that mean? It means everybody that stays in your apartment, there's only 75 people left, but that's okay. I don't care because everybody that lives there is going to drop $750 cash to me. And what does that mean to me? That means that I'm going to make how much money? What's 75 times 750?
$56,250.
Hey, 250, you said?
Yes.
So I'm gonna make this right here. So, but this kind of tells me what it does. It tells me this. It says that yes, you're gonna make this much money, and this is what you're gonna make. And you also understand that you're only gonna have 75 apartments full, and the other ones are all empty, just sitting there. But that's okay because you know why? Am I making the most money?
Oh yeah.
At 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits right here. I'm making my $56,250 every month from now on. You know, I'm making my money right there. That's okay, man. I got this money coming in. Plus, I got my VA money coming in. Shoot, I'm in good shape, right? Every month.
Oh yeah.
With the
Social Security.
Social Security coming in. Social Security. Hey, it's okay. Life is okay. You know, I can go to if this is coming in, you got your VA and all that stuff. Can you finish your associates? Yes, of course you can. Can you do your bachelor's? May as well. Can you get a master's degree in something? I might as well. Can you get a PhD? May as well. You got money in the bank. Hey, every month you got money. You can pay your tuition and fees, no problem. Don't worry about it. Right out of pocket, it doesn't matter. You're good.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
What if you want more?
Oh man, I don't know. How would you make more? Yeah, I was thinking about that right now. I mean, you know, I couldn't not with this apartment because if I raise the money more, I'm gonna start losing money. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if right now at this moment, at five $50 bills increases, I can the most. If I tell everybody, you know what, I want six $50 bills, I'm gonna start losing money. Does that make sense?
Right.
So then I could like I'll give you an example. Like if you go, ever been to this place here, SeaWorld? You ever been to that one?
Yes.
How much is one ticket for one person?
Oh, it's been a while since I've been there. I don't know.
Well, just make it, I don't know, I guess. $60, 65, I don't know what it is. $80, I don't know what it costs. I'll just make up a number. 85. You just say that's what it is. For one person walk in, $85. Now, if they raise it more, they probably won't make more money. If they raise it too much, 95, 110, then they're gonna lose money. Does that make sense? Because right now, this is what gives them the what? The math. They have the most people with the most money at that price. Does that make sense? Or this other place, another place called Fiesta, Texas. You heard of that place?
Yes.
Same thing. You go in there, maybe the tickets are $65 or whatever they are. But at that price, they make the most money. Does that make sense? The most money.
Yes.
Or I'll give you another example of that. If you go to let's see. You go to a private university, okay? You want to go there for 1 year, 2 semesters. All right. So right now, if you go to a private university for 2 semesters or 1 year, it might cost you like I'm thinking 65. It'd probably be this much. It's like $130,000 for you to be there 1 year. At some private universities, it'll cost $130,000 of your money to be there.
It's a lot of money.
A lot of money, right? So now, and here's the question for you. That's like 65,000 first semester, 65,000 second semester. Is that about right? Is that right? 65. Add those two numbers. What you get? What's 65, 65?
65 plus 65. 130.
That's right. So every semester you're there, they say, give us $65,000, you can be here. Give us $65,000, you can be here. You don't have the money, you don't have loans, you don't have the cash, the loans, credit card, financial aid, then you can't be here. Does that make sense? So now here's the thing. Are they gonna lower the rates, you think?
No.
Next year they're gonna say, you know what? We're gonna start charging only 55,000 a semester. You think that they'll do that? Never. It never happens. They always raise it up. Next year it'll be more money. Does that make sense?
Yes.
The year after that it'll be more money. Does that make sense?
Is that what they charge?
Yeah. Yeah. So I was telling some of the friends that their kids go, like cousins and stuff. They go to college and I say, well, how much do they charge for the private university? Go, $65,000 every semester. I said, what are they going there? Why are they going there? He said, well, they're just getting all the student loans. I said, I'll tell you, listen to me. One semester you paid 65, you owe money. Next semester you owe more money. And then the next year you owe more money. So all this money, you're gonna owe all this money and you get your bachelor's degree, but you owe all this money. That's like a terrible thing. Because you're gonna have to pay all that stuff back. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's like, that's like too much. To me, I said no. I say it doesn't matter what school it is, and it doesn't matter what it says on the thing, because I'm thinking this is what I'm thinking. You went here, and let me do some quick math right here. All right, if you go here 4 years, let's do this right here. What's 4 times 130? Give me his number. Give me the calculator.
$520,000.
All right. So let's say you did this 4 years at a private university. You spent $520,000, right? And you got your Bachelor of Science in what teaching or something. To teach 5th graders math. How's that? All right. Now, when this person gets a job in whatever school district, they're probably going to go in and they say, okay, we're going to give you $59,000 every year from now on. What? That's it? Yeah, that's all. We're going to give you $59,000 a year, and you need to pay out your loans. What? By the way, they say the other guy does this way. Because of Palo Alto spends 2,000. Let's say this. That's 8,000. Palo to your associate right there. And then you went to UTSA or somewhere. UTSA, he spent 7,000, 4 semesters. You get your Bachelor of Science. Okay, so now same thing. You're gonna teach 5th graders. 5th graders math. Okay, now what's 7777? Add those numbers up.
28.
28. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right. So you spent $8,000 at Palo Alto, and you spent $28,000 at UTSA or A&M, wherever you go to. So you spent how much money? Add these two numbers up.
28,000 plus 8,000. $36,000.
$36,000, right? That's what you got in loans to go to the schools. Right. And you're gonna work also. You're gonna with your friend who went to the private school, but you went to the state schools. All right. So now you're both gonna get 59,000. You know what I'm saying? Just because this person went to a private school and you went to all the state school, they're gonna pay you exactly the same. Does that make sense? I mean, the school district is not gonna pay you more because you went to a private school. Does that make sense?
Right.
You're gonna say, you have a bachelor's degree? Yes. You have a bachelor's degree? Yes. Are you certified in math? Certified in math? Yeah. Okay. We'll pay you 59. We'll pay you 59. Wait. But I owe 36,000 alone. We'll pay it off from this. Hey, but wait. I owe $520,000 of loans. We'll pay it from here. What's the difference?
Wow.
This guy's gonna pay off his loan pretty fast. This one, it's gonna be 35 years before you get that out of the way. Does that make sense?
All just to say he went to a different school.
I went to the private university. You didn't. You went to the state school. What? You went to UTSA, or you went to Texas State, or you went to UT Austin. Those are all state schools. And well, but I only owe 36. I can pay that off easy, man. It's like a giant. It's like that's a nice 3-bedroom house, isn't it? For 520,000.
Oh yeah.
What kind of house can you get for 120,000 in San Antonio?
Oh.
Tell me, what
You
kind
can
of
live on the north. You can live on the north side with something.
north side? It'll be a 3-bedroom.
Chavano.
Have a swimming pool in the back. You know, hey, you have a little one in Chavano. It'll be a 2-bedroom.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It won't be a 4-bedroom or 5.
Oh.
Hey, still okay though. But doesn't matter. You're not gonna get that. All you're gonna do is make payments on it. You Over here, you got this, you owe this. Can you get a house, maybe a car, some other stuff with your money? I say yes. Can you get this out of here? Yeah. All right. So now last thing, number 12. We're out of here. Page
Yeah, I
12.
remember years ago, Professor Alvarez, years ago, and my wife will deny it. She says, "No, you're wrong, Ralph." But
Well,
I
tell me.
remember when they used to offer a bachelor's of science degree at Palo Alto.
A what?
They used to offer bachelor's degrees at Palo Alto years ago when they first.
No, they had. I'll tell you what they did have. It wasn't the bachelor's degree. It was Let me. I'll write it up for you a second. What it was is they had they had uh they had professors that came in from the universities, other places like UTSA or Texas State. And what Texas State and UTSA people here, they would come in and they would teach classes for, if you let's say you want to take a graduate math class. So they would have one of these guys from these schools come here, and these guys already have a bachelor's degree, they already have a master's degree, but they want to take more classes. So the professor would drive from San Marcos to San Antonio and teach the class at Palo Alto. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So yeah, they would just teach the class like you say. And there's 20 of us. We're going to take a graduate class. Okay, this guy from from Texas State will come in. He'll teach a graduate class. Everybody's in there. They get that class credit or something. They stay in there, pass it. They get credit for it. Does that make sense? Now, no. And then what we did, we had it. It was only freshmen and sophomores. And from there, you have to transfer to A&M across the street. A&M or UTSA or Texas State, whatever. You had to go somewhere else. Yeah, no, they didn't do that, because the reason they didn't do that what you're saying, that the Bachelor of Science, because these guys are gonna do that.
Because this is before they built A&M. Before
they built A&M?
Yeah, this was like in, I want to say 1997, 1998. I recall them offering a bachelor's degree in it was only, I think, business. I think that was the only degree they offered at Palo Alto.
Yeah, because I started working here 87, 88, 89. And in 89, it became full-time. I was teaching like lots of classes then, So that's kind of where I started, right there. In 87 and 89, I started full-time until now, to 2021. Does that make sense?
If I'm wrong, then I could have sworn I remember.
Yeah, but they might have wanted to do that, but they had to get they have to get all certifications, all this other junk that goes with it. And also at the same time, though, these schools are going to come over here. A&M already told us, hey, we're going to go over there across the highway. They already bought the land. They had it there for a while, but now they're going to start building your school there. So once these guys said yes, that means for sure you could do your bachelor's here. You could do your bachelor's for sure. And they even have a master's of science. They had that also there too. So that we can have a bachelor's and a master's program going on at this school. So then we say, okay, we'll do freshman, sophomore. We finish people here, send them over there, or send them to UTSA. So to us, it was like, it stayed the same. Yeah, they thought about making it, changing it, but then they said, no, let's just keep it like it is. Because these guys A&M will be across the highway. It's like super. You've seen where A&M is, right? On the other side of the highway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's real close by. It's like 2 miles. You go across the highway, there it is. Yeah. So anyway, so right there on the highway. Yeah. All right. So let me do the other thing. So what I want you to do is now just work on the final exam. Okay. I don't know. Did you already finish the final exam? Yes or no?
Yeah, I've done mine already.
Okay. Only do this one. Right now, only you work in the final. Forget about the other one. Test 1, test 2, test 3. Okay, I'm going to tell you why. Because what I'm going to do is, whatever's in the final, let's say you have a 90 there, and a 90 there, and a 70 there, and a 90 there. what I can do is whatever this grade here, 90, I can kill one of these and put it there also. Whatever the final is, if it's good, I can put it on top of one of the other grades. Does that make sense?
What if the final's the lowest one of all of
It's
them?
not going to be the lowest, man. It's impossible. The final
Mine's
is
the lowest.
easier. The final is easier than any of the 3 tests. I made it that way.
Okay.
The final exam is a lot easier than all tests 1, 2, 3. And there's only 20 questions in the final also. So there's no way your final can be bad. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I did it that way so that for sure your final will be better than any of the other tests. Also, I always round everything up. Round up. So if it's 87.1, I just make it a 90. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Anything that's like 85 point, I round it up. 85.1, you know what? Round it up. There it is. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. So everything is going to be due December 11th. Midnight. So December 11th, you should turn all your stuff in by then. And then on the next day, like the Sunday, Monday, I'll start looking at it. And then I'm going to turn in everything on December 13th.
And Professor Alvarez.
Yeah, go ahead.
How exactly do we turn it in? Do we just do the assignments and?
Yeah, do the assignment. I'll get it from your Pearson.
Okay, so you'll go out there, you'll grab it.
Yeah. Like when you go test 1, test 2, test 3, you have it on your Pearson. I just go get it from there, and I just download it to my machine. Yeah, I just get it from there to mine.
Okay.
So whatever you have there, if you have 90, 90, 90, 90, or 90, 90, 80, 80, I just get it, and I just download it to me, and then I have it. And then I just add it up, divide it. It's A or B. That's it. And then I'll put it on ACES. I'll put it on ACES on the 13th. Okay, now, I give it to them, and they have it. Now, sometimes it takes them a while to do stuff. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I'll give it to them on Monday, and I check on Tuesday. They still haven't given it to you, but they have it. And sometimes they wait for everybody else, all the chemistry, biology, physics people to turn their stuff in, and then they do it all at one time. But I'll put them in there already. So December 11th, you should turn everything in by then. Everything's due then. And then on the 13th, on that like 5 p.m. or something, I'll put all that stuff into ACES. And then they'll have it. They got the grades. ACES has the grades. They know what they are. And then you'll know what they are. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. That sound good? What do you think?
Too easy.
Too easy? Oh, man, I like to hear that. Too easy. Okay, last thing. Page 13 and we're done. All right, so now, the things you got to know is December 11th, 221, test 1, test 2, test 3. But really what you need to do now is just this one here. Just the final. Just make sure you get this thing, that one done. That one I can use to get rid of the other stuff. All right, last thing, December 13, 2021. I'll put the grades on ACES. Okay. Probably like 5 p.m. or something that Monday. But I'll give it to them. It doesn't mean they'll give them to you right away. See what I'm saying? So I don't know. We'll see. Also, another thing I'm gonna do, once you get your grade, you say, oh man, I got an A or whatever you got, then go here. You ever heard of this place? You heard of Rate My Professor? You heard of that thing?
I've heard of it.
Just go to internet, go to Rate My Professor, and it has all the different colleges and all the different departments. So what you do is when you go in there, just go to one that says Palo Alto. Then go to math department. And then go to, you can find my name in there somewhere. Okay. Just find my name and then put something in there. Say, this class was good. This class was bad. The videos didn't help me. Yes, they helped me. I don't know. Did the videos help you any?
Oh yeah, they sure did.
They do. They make it easier to.
It made me want to watch more videos, and I started watching some of your videos. That, oh my goodness, I couldn't believe what my eyes were watching.
Right.
CIC and all. I was like, oh my goodness, no. In other words, I try to go a step ahead.
Yeah.
In some of your other classes.
Yeah.
It was like a different language. It's like a different language.
Yeah, because I have lots of like stuff for calculus 1, 2, 3s and stuff like that also. Differential equations, all kinds of cool stuff. I thought it's cool, Hey, to me.
Yeah, I tried to understand it. I couldn't figure it out.
Well, just as long as you do the math 13, 14, that's enough. Right? For right now, college algebra, that's what you need to know. Another thing, tell your friends, if your friends, to go to here, youtube.com, artists, math, videos. All right, go to youtube.com, math help, math help videos, playlist. And to look at this one. This one's called Refresher College Algebra. I don't know. There's 56 questions in it. All right. So your friends in the other math classes that I don't know who they have, if they want to get ready for their finals for next week, they need to go to do this. Refresher College Algebra Final Exam. That one right there. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because I don't know what kind of reviews the other instructors are going to give them, but these are videos already set up. That makes sense? And then for me, what I did on my final, it has 20 questions on my final. So what I did is I just got 20 questions from here and put them in there. Does that make sense? That's where I got my final from. From here, I put 20 that I liked and I put it in there. So that's how I did mine. So, but everybody does it. They get stuff from here. This kind of questions they always ask. Okay. Last thing here. Yeah. All right. So I told my guy, I said, my department guy told him that this is my last semester and I'm not going to teach anymore. It's December. This is my last classes. This one and the one this afternoon are my last math classes. Does that make sense?
Wow, congratulations.
When we retire,
Congratulations.
Dude, thanks, man. It's a promotion, right?
That's awesome.
Hey, I think it is. Because you know what I'm going to do? What I'm going to do is this. This is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do 9th grade. I'm going to work with the different school districts and do 9th grade star algebra 1.
Wow.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to start helping the different schools to try to get these guys to pass this thing here. They're having a tough time with this right here. Because I guess because COVID kicked in 3 years ago and it kind of slowed everything big time. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's kind of behind. All the guys and all the schools are super behind on this. So my job, I want to make sure that they catch up and they pass his tests. And another thing is, I was thinking about that too. I was thinking, well, algebra 1. If you don't know how to do algebra 1 and you're bad in algebra 1, then after that, everything is bad. Because algebra 1, I don't know how to do algebra 1. Well, for sure you're not going to be able to do algebra 2, are you? See what I'm saying?
Right.
And then geometry, man, I'm all lost. I'm lost on those stupid things, So then what happens is when you're in 8th, 9th grade, you take this thing. If you don't pass the STAR exit exam, you're in a hard time. Then everything becomes tough after that. You know what I'm saying? Super hard. So I want to make this so that they don't do that. So they can look at it and go, oh, I know how to do this. I can do this.
So you want to give them a good foundation.
Yeah, I want to give good foundations for this. That's what I want to do. I want to say, these are the things y'all need to do this. This is a foundation that you need to do to get you to pass this class. This is a foundation, all the concepts that you need to know for algebra 1 here it is. I'm gonna rate a bunch of practice tests, and I think one of them is 58 question one that I did already. But I'm gonna YouTube that one. I'm gonna start YouTubing stuff this week and next week. But I'm gonna put that. It's just for these guys, for the ninth graders, high school, for the high school kids. Yeah, because I know that if you have a bad start, I'm gonna tell you right now what happens. If you have a bad start here, then everything's bad after that. If you're doing bad news in 8th, 9th grade, then 10th, 11th, 12th, it doesn't get better. It gets worse. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, and actually, my wife does the pre-K to 12. Her job is to help the kids from K to 12 in the high school, man.
Wow.
Well, from pre-K to 12th grade for math. So she tries to help them get good foundations for this.
So you're gonna work in the same district?
Well, no, I might help there. Yeah, I'll help their school. Yeah, I'll help any district that wants to get help. I'll help. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like hers is like there's different ones like South San, Hardendale, Edgewood, and Near. I'll just help. I'll just see what they need to do, and I'll help them out. I'll set up stuff and put YouTube websites. Say, hey, look, go to this YouTube website, see the test. I worked out every single test, every question. I put all the steps that I could think of that might help you get out of there. Plus, I'll put this machine in it too. I'll say, use this machine, check your answers. This machine, check your answers. Does that make sense? Because I think that they do that. And they can use this in the stars.
Oh,
so
okay.
they got to know how to use it. You know what I'm saying? Just because you have it doesn't mean you know how to use it. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get the foundations for these guys. And once they get the good foundation, then they're out of here. They can, when they get to college algebra somewhere, they'll have a better chance to get out of there. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
So that's my plan. My plan is there tomorrow. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna work, for the district, different districts. I want to try to get Hardendale because I went there. See the H. That's where I went to high school, Hardendale.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna help those guys out. And then there's schools around here like South San close by, Memorial, so on. And of course, when I'm doing that, I'm gonna be working. I'll be doing math here. Got my uniform ready.
Oh,
got my uniform. There you go. Hey, and I'm ready. They gave me that. Wait, let me tell you what they gave me. They gave me that. They said, okay, this is the official Margie's uniform, right? Purple, cool looking thing. And they gave me the long sleeves because they want me to work in the winter.
Oh.
Of course, I'm not going to, but yeah, but I'll get stuff in there, of course. Yeah, but I'll put flowers on it for them. I'm gonna do this. So when I do those stars, the kids for the high school, I'm gonna put this on it. So those kids say, I hate math. I don't want to do math. I want to start working. I'm gonna say, you know what? You can start working right now. Are you 16 years old? Yeah, you can work. You can start working, man.
Oh yeah.
How are you? You're 18-year-old. Hey, you want to work? These guys will hire you. They'll hire you like 48 hours. You'll be working, man. You'll be working here or here. Actually, this one's really close by. Yeah, you can make money. You can make $12, $13 an hour, just like that. Just like that, man. Yeah. And you can work as many hours. You want to work 40 hours, you want to work 50 hours. Hey, they'll find lots of work for you there. If that's what you want to do. But maybe not. Maybe you don't want to do this. Maybe you want to, or maybe you want to do both. Go here and go to school. You can do that. Sure. Or I know some people don't do this. You say you don't go here, right? You don't go to Whataburger, right?
I'm sure there's a restaurant or two on your list that you just don't go to either.
You go to this one? You don't go to this one, right?
Yeah, I don't like Whataburger. The buns are too fat. It's too the breading is too thick.
Okay.
I get sick. I just even like thinking about it makes me want to.
The breads are too much.
Yeah.
Hey, you tried the whole wheat bread?
No, I have never tried the whole wheat bread.
And there's another kind of bread they have there. I don't know what it's called. Oh man, I can't remember. There's another kind of bread they have also. You can toast that one. Try that one. I don't know. Maybe that's dinner, or maybe get a junior burger thing. That one has not so much bread. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Everything's just then the chicken strips or the breading on the chicken strips it's awful to me. I don't know.
Okay. So you like McDonald's?
Yeah, I like McDonald's.
McDonald's is okay.
Yeah, McDonald's is fine.
Oh, okay.
But I'm sure that you have a restaurant or two on your list that you just don't go to. Yeah, everybody I think has that one or two that they just don't like.
Yeah, to me, the ones that I don't like to go to is I don't like to go to places that have just steaks. Does that make sense? Like if I go to places, we have T-bone steaks, this steak, sirloin steaks. I don't like to just have a big giant steak and a potato. That's to me is like that's not. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not what I want to do. Does that make sense? I mean, I'll eat it, but it's not what I want to do. I don't want to get this 30-ounce sirloin steak on my table. Oh my God, giant steak and then the potato and the menti. That's the dinner. That's my dinner. It was just too much meat. Is that what I'm saying? It's like I don't want.
Yeah.
I want to eat something else. I want some salad. I want some potato salad. I want different things. You know what I'm saying? Variety of stuff on there. Green beans. I don't know. Just stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and this is gonna end. Oh man, how sad. You sad now? The last Zoom? Oh, it's over.
Yes.
Last Zoom, man. We're out of here.
I
So the
enjoyed
last Zoom today. So next week is just finals. For all the departments, chemistry, biology, physics, math. They're just giving finals, all that next week. So today we're done. No more Zoom. But look at my Zooms. Look at the ones that I did the Monday, Wednesday, the Tuesday, Thursday, just whatever's out there, look at it to help you for your test, okay? And then when you see your grade on December 13th, then go to Rate My Professor and say something. Say whatever you want to say. Say, yes, I like this class. It was easy. Oh, it was super hard. I hated it. Or, oh, he went too fast. Oh, he didn't write enough steps. Oh, you should give us more quizzes, more tests, more homework. I don't know. What are you going to say?
I don't know about that.
I don't know. Different people see it different ways. You know what I'm saying? What do you think? What do you think helps you for this class? You tell me.
The videos, the YouTube videos.
You think those will help you a lot?
Yeah, they helped me a lot. They helped me a lot. They really did. I watched. I would have subscribed if I had a YouTube channel.
Oh, okay. You can subscribe to it later. You can just go subscribe. And, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
To mine. You can subscribe to mine if you want to. If you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. But no, they did help. They're very helpful.
Yeah, because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it that way for these guys. For the ninth graders, the start. I'm gonna put a bunch of YouTube videos out there and say this is YouTube 58 version A or something, and the next one's gonna be B, and it's gonna be C, D. But the same problems. I'm just gonna change the numbers. Does that make sense?
Right.
So if they do enough problems, they should be good. I mean, I would think so. They do quadratic formula. After a while, oh no, dude, it's easy, man.
And the pictures, when I took pictures of the screenshots, that helped a lot too.
Oh, the screenshots help like that? When you take a picture of it, you can go through the step by step?
Yeah, especially when you're talking about the ln to the 1.
Oh yeah, I think the L on both sides, divide by 0.15.
Yes.
They're kind of like they have 12 steps in there.
Yeah, so that really helped.
Oh, good. All right. So anyway, so I am gonna do this. Once I do that, then my job is gonna try to do this, help with this business here. Help with these guys bring that. Yeah, because they're behind. When I was talking to different ones, they're like 2 years behind because of the COVID. It kicked in like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. Everything kind of slowed down, and everybody got behind big time. So that means that when they come up next year, the year after that, they're gonna be all super behind. So I need to make sure that bad things don't happen, right?
Right. I struggled in high school with a lot of this because we didn't have YouTube. We didn't have screenshots.
No.
I know now that ln of v equals 1 only because of going through the YouTube videos, taking screenshots, knowing this stuff. But that helped me in this class.
Yeah, because once you see ln of e enough times, you go, that's the one. I know how to do it now. And then because you have enough practice, right?
Right.
Okay. Yeah, that's what my plan is. Ninth graders, do a 58 question one, version A, 58 version B, C, D. The same questions. I'm just gonna change the numbers. Kind of like how I do in class in here for you guys. Yes. I change the numbers, do it again. Change the numbers, do it again. Kind of like that. I'm gonna try it that way. See if it helps them. I think that'll help them. I think so. I'm gonna try. Hey, I'm gonna try my best, man. That's all you can do, right? Try your best. That's it.
Oh yeah.
All right. So my email is they're gonna once I do the retirement thing on December 31st, they're gonna shut out my email. My email is gonna get killed. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So what I'll do is I have another email that I use for my YouTube website. I'll give that to the secretary. So if you have a question or you're gonna take another class, let's say you're gonna take another math class with somebody else, and you want to know who would I suggest you take, you can email me at the other one. But I'll give that to the secretary. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because this email is gonna get on December 31st. I gotta turn all my stuff in. I gotta turn all my before that, I gotta turn in all my books and all my computers and my keys and credentials, all this other stuff, passwords, everything, shut everything off. And then email, they kill your email, so everything in your email is gone. Wow, I know, I didn't know that happens. To me, yep, because you're no longer with the school, animal colleges, so we need to get all this. This is ours. This belongs to us. So okay, all the computers, laptops, docking cameras, all that stuff. We need to get all that stuff inventoried back. So I understand because yeah, and they're gonna get 2 new guys. They told me they're gonna get 2 new professors for next year. So in January they should have 2 new ones. I don't know where they are. I don't know. Like I haven't seen the list of where it was on it, but I know they got 2 new guys coming in for next year or January. So they got somebody replacing for me already. That's good, right?
No.
Maybe they'll be better. Maybe there'll be more steps.
It won't be the same.
Maybe their YouTubes will be better. No? Maybe it could happen. I'll check them. I want to see how they run the show. That's what I want to know. As long as they do okay, All right, man. And you have any questions for me, man?
No, that's about it. I appreciate it. And again, congratulations on your retirement.
Yeah, it's a promotion. I think it is a promotion. I get to do fun things that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Things that I want to do. And then at the end, it might help these guys get ready. You know what I'm saying?
That's good you're staying in the field. That's
yeah, I'm still gonna do math, but I'm not gonna do like the Cal 1, 2, 3s, none of that stuff. I like or college algebra. I'm not doing any of it. I'm just doing algebra 1, 9th grade. That's it. 8th grade, 9th grade, that's all. I'm just gonna do those. But that's a big foundation though. Like you said, foundation is if you're not good in 8th grade, 9th grade math, then after that it becomes really tough. You're gonna be struggling throughout high school. You know what I'm saying? You're right. That's how I see it. That's like a big old foundation thing that has to be done really well. Otherwise, like you said, you might struggle. There's no YouTube. Well, now there's YouTubes, and there's all kinds of stuff that they can get and download. That helps a little bit. Also, another thing is it good that I use a calculator?
Oh yeah,
that helps.
Yeah. That does all the work.
Then that's a good thing, isn't it? Yeah. All right. So, email. You can call the secretary of math department and ask her, hey, do you have the new Alvarez email? And she'll give it to you. When I get it, I'll give it to her and she'll have it. Because you have to have any questions, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Professor Alvarez.
Thank you, man. It's been an honor, man, having you here. Made it more fun. The class is a lot more fun. We have people asking questions, It makes it a lot better. For me, it makes it a lot better. It's okay, let's do it again. Do you understand, man? Just do it again and again until you get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like kind of like, I don't know. Have you been in the military? You've been in the military, right?
Yes, I retired in 2016, so okay. I'm trying to find my just like you coming into retirement, you're gonna want to keep going on.
You don't want to just sit there and watch TV. No.
Yeah, I traveled. I did the traveling thing. I did this. I did that. That lasted a few years. Now it's time for me to look at my next career. What?
Okay.
I'm still young. I'm in my I'm 46. I'm ready to start a new career.
Yeah. It's kind of like I was thinking about that. Like if you get your M16 gun, right? And you take it apart, put it back. Pick it apart, put it back. After a while, guess what? You're really good at it. You can put it together easy. Then you have to think about it. You know how to do all those parts together.
Too easy.
You can close your eyes and do it. Your eyes closed, man.
Oh yeah.
What? Yes. Same thing for math. After you do math enough times, that's why I say, oh, that's easy, man. I know how to do this. The log of E, it's a 1. Come on, don't ask me that question. I know the answer.
Oh yeah. So.
All right, man. Well, so check. Like I say, call the secretary later on. I'll give her the new email. She'll have it. You can ask me stuff if you want to ask me stuff. Okay. Just say, hey, I'm Alvarado from here Tuesday, Thursday, 8:00. College algebra. Oh, I know who you are. I know who you are. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. All right, man. Well, it's been an honor having you here in my class. It was fun. You made it a lot more fun. All you guys made it fun.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And I will see you out later.
I will say this. I want to end with this. I'm sorry. It's hard to say.
Okay, I want you to tell me.
But I want to be honest with you. The first 2 weeks that I could not log on the class, I reached out to Vincent at the VA office. I said, I want to drop this course because I can't log in. I need to drop this course. Mm-hmm. I thought I was so far behind that I would never be able to catch up. But you made it easy to catch up.
And you caught up and you were okay, right?
Yeah, because of the videos.
Yeah, the videos got you there, and you didn't have to, no problem. After that, you were okay, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
that's why I need to work. So
that worked out okay. Yeah. So tell the other kids that other friends and stuff. Tell them, hey, y'all need to get started for the college algebra for your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Start looking at this because he has videos already set up. They're there. Open them. They're free. Anybody who wants to look at them, look at them. See what I'm saying?
Right.
And then he has all the stats. And if you want to, tell him the same thing you told me. Screenshot it. Take a screenshot. Boom. You have it. Now look at it. And that does help, right? We screenshot stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So thank you.
Well, thank you again, man.
Putting all those out. Thank you for putting those videos out.
All right. Well, I'll keep putting more videos, okay?
Oh, awesome.
Okay, man. Thank you. It's been an honor, man, Mr. Alvarado.
You have a good day, sir. And hopefully we'll meet one day.
We'll meet one day. Yeah. And get my new email. When I send it to the secretary at the end of in January, she'll have it. Or at the end of the month, she'll have it. Okay?
All right. Okay.
All right, man. Good luck. And then on the 13th, celebrate. Go to Rain Professor, say something good or bad, whatever you want to say, okay?
We'll do.
Hopefully good.
Yeah.